Hello, hello, hello. Great, beautiful, blessed afternoon. It is Monday, April the 20th. Hello? What? Where did April go? Just stepped in and was like, all right, well, I'll see y'all later. Like, I don't even understand. Very, very, very quick. So, let me know if you see me everywhere. You should see me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTubes, and Tickety Tackety. Hi. Yes, today we are, oh gosh, did I change it? I hope I changed it. I did change it. Okay, today we're talking about, you thinking about going vegan? Are you? Okay, awesome, amazing. Because all this month I want to be talking about veganism as much as I do talk about it in January every year. I'm not waiting. Procrastination is the assassination of every destination, and I'm just not going to wait. I had all these ideas, and I was thinking, like, what are they going to need from me? What are they going to want from me in January? But even though the year is flying by, January is far. Okay, I don't have time for that. I'm not doing it. I am going to talk about it now. I'm going to help you guys now. And if it's just because you are scared of what you think it means to be a vegan, or, afraid to experiment with food, I got y'all. So, first of all, I took notes. So let's see if I can stick to them, because I take notes every week, and then if I'm by myself and I have nobody to rein me in, I just be going off on these tangents. Okay. But I want this to be really, really beginner friendly. I want it to be, easiness focused, and it feels a little out of my realm, even though I have a degree in nutrition. I know things. I just don't often talk about vegan food as much as I have been this month. Hi. Do you know blowing yoga? No, I don't. I don't know what that is. What is that? But if you don't know me, if you just met me, because you're asking questions like you just met me. Hi, my name is Tenille. I help guide people through reclaiming their identity and designing a full life after diagnosis or major life disruption, okay? Meaning like a flare-up or something of that sort. So I coach people who have usually a chronic illness, and I am a loopy, meaning I have experience with lupus. So, first of all, hey, Britt. So I see the people see me on the YouTubes. Amazing. Hi, babies. I know the babies are there. I want to talk about cost of veganism. I haven't put together a chart, but I'm thinking I'm going to. So, because visually, it can be, right? It can be one of the least expensive ways to eat. Okay. Not going out to eat every day, not, all of the extra convenience foods. If you ate expensive as an omnivore, eating expensive as a vegan is also easy and easier, because there is a vegan tax. And the thing about it is that people think, just when you say the word, people get freaked out. Veganism is expensive, and it's confusing, it's restrictive, and but I've been doing it for 10 years. 10 years in the game, okay? And it can be so simple. It can be so easy and freeing. A lot of things like that you don't have to think about. I think about it a lot. I'm gonna tell you this little secret. I think about it a lot, that what if I wasn't vegan? Would I be on my 600-pound life? Because there's always a new flavor of something weird. There's like 47 flavors of Doritos and seasonal candy and all kinds of stuff that I'm like, oh, I don't even have to think about not eating that, because, it's not vegan. Like, sometimes when something new vegan comes out, I'm like, oh, it's vegan, I get to try it. I'm going to try it. But, so it's a good way to like restrain yourself. But either way, I'm just going to show you a couple of the ways that I think it could be better, especially for us chronic illness babes. Okay. So for those who don't know, my vegan story, I've told it on this show a few times. I've had full episodes devoted to it. So I'll just run through real quick. I was in a really bad flare up. It was basically, if I wanted to get through, I was in school. If I wanted to get through school, I was gonna have to go back to the doctors and they're gonna load me up on more medication. And the thing about medications, as much as they are miracles, as much as like they are very helpful to a lot of people, and I would never say that like medication is not the way for somebody, right? But I know that the side effects I have on medication are really, really harsh. Okay. And I felt like a zombie. I wasn't in control of my body. And then that particular flare up, I lost my insurance. And this was like the second time I think that happened. And I did not have the money. I did not have the money to do anything really about it. Like, I, even if they put me on more medication, could I afford it? Even if they put me on more medication, like what, I felt so out of control because they were always going to have me on insurance, right? Or on medication. So I did a 30-day green juice fast. And I got this idea from my friend who was raw vegan at the time. And he took me to some Rastas in the Bronx, New York. And we talked about, how he said, every disease is curable, it's just not convenient. And I was like, oh, okay, well, explain to me. I was like early 20s, okay? And he's like, okay, every disease is curable. It's not convenient. So if you want to do it, I'll tell you what to do, but it's not gonna be convenient. I was like, whatever, let me know, whatever it is, because like I don't wanna do this. I want to go back to the doctor that's gonna give me more meds. So I did a 30. I don't advise this, mind you. This is not the way that I was young and not very smart. Because the smart thing I did was I told my doctors this was my plan. And my doctors were my friends at that time, so it was great. And we monitored all my blood work and we slow rolled it to where they were comfortable because I told them I'm not taking any more of this medicine. And I did a 30-day green juice fast. And after that fast, I was in remission, meaning none of the disease was active in my body. I felt great. My skin was glowing, my hair was growing fast. People at my job were like, wow, what are you doing? You look great. I was working at Applebee's at the time in Cross County Mall in Yonkers. Yo, what up, people? And I felt so great. Then I went, after the 30 days was over, I was like, oh, everything's amazing. And I went back to eating whatever I grew up eating. I didn't even really, I started off slowly so that I didn't myself like not just sick or upset my stomach, just fruit and vegetables. Then I went back to eating what I was eating, and I knew better what I was eating. Like I was in school for dietetics at that time. I got a degree in as a dietetic technician. I knew better how to eat, but still I knew something was off, right? And every couple years, I would do a re-up. I would do another fast because it wasn't lasting. Like it did. I felt great while I was juicing, and then afterwards, I was like, huh, like it wears off, I guess. So never, like I read the China study. I read Skinny BITCH and Skinny BITCH in the kitsch. I read these books that were like vegan leaning books, and it still didn't click. I'm getting all this information. I'm in school. They don't teach us anything about veganism, really, just like how to feed a vegetarian in the hospital, how to feed a vegan in the hospital, but and like how to calculate their diet so they are getting the nutrients, but like they tell you to follow the food pyramid, which was even different back then because I'm glad, I'm proud. Hey, Tony from Washington, D.C. So I was doing the re-ups probably 2 years, right? And the third time I did it, I'm watching vegan YouTube and I'm getting all of these recipes. This is the best way for me to get anything. It's like, am I excited to do it? Is it like something I can put into action right now. So I'm watching vegan YouTube and getting excited and ooh, that looks delicious. Ooh, I want to try that. That sounds amazing. By the end of my 30 days, I had a like notebook full of, oh, hey, Janae, a notebook full of recipes. Okay. And by the end of the 30 days and my notebook full of recipes, I thought nothing of it that I was like, okay, at the end of this fast, I'm going to eat this, 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 this. One full week goes by. I am vegan. Like, I didn't think about it. I just didn't eat any of the stuff I would normally eat. I drank, almond milk. We had it in the house. And so the week goes by. At the end of the week, I tried all my recipes. I'm still eating different leftovers and whatever. And I'm like, parents, I think I'm just gonna stay like this. I'm just gonna be vegan. And I evolved slowly to figure out, like, girl, this is exactly the way your body likes to live. This is exactly the way your health is maintained. Like, it's not the only thing that matters to my health. Obviously, there's a lot of things I'm triggered a lot by stress and things like that. But I make vegan meals for my youngest son. Let's go, Janae. Thank you so much. You're part of the movement. We love that. So after that, we're still working with the general population of patients at that time who were eating whatever they were eating. And like, there were so many other layers. Like, the longer that I've been vegan, the more connected I am to the reasons why I stay vegan. It genuinely, I always put up all the things. When you are making a choice to be vegan, besides the health points, right? Besides the money points, there are planetary points. There are fitness points. Every day, every 24 hours that you are vegan, you're saving 1,100 gallons of water, 45 pounds of grain, 20 pounds of CO2, 30 square feet of forest land, and the life of an animal. And that, I'm telling you, I know where you guys are coming from. Like, just toyed with the idea and then just put it in the back of your mind. I'm here to help you make it be easier. So you can be, you can be 74 years old. This is a couple years ago. She's older than this, but a super fit grandmother, a super fit gym bro. This is Brian Turner, or who I had on my podcast the other day, Tori Washington, a super fit bodybuilder that's about to go to the Mr. Olympia competition in Vegas in September that we're all invited to. I hope we're all going. So all of that is enough for me to be savvy. Okay, so that was much longer than it needed to be, but here we go. So now I want to help people to not make the mistakes that I made, and going like full force all in is not necessarily, the the part that you need to, be worried about, right? Doing things perfect, if that's going to stop you from doing it at all, forget being perfect, okay? You can 100% do a little bit until it becomes a lot, right? You don't, when you like shoveling like to be a mountain, to make, like, you doing it one shovel at a time. There's no time. You're not a bulldozer. You can't just do it all at once, right? So slow and steady. That's fine. One meal at a time. One meatless Monday, something like that, right? So I'm going to break down some of the biggest myths that I have here. I ask on my social medias a lot of time, in my stories. Watch my stories, guys. I talk to y'all a lot. Ask a lot of questions. Do a lot of like polls and stuff. So the 3 things that I got that were like I would accept this, right? Were, number 1, it's too expensive. And to that, I'm going to say, you're eating beef in this economy? How? What? I look at grocery store prices, right? I love bargain hunting. I love to look at like the circulars and all of the grocery store, things they give out in the mail, or like I look online. Meat's expensive. Meat's expensive right now. Okay, if you can instead eat lentils, you know how inexpensive lentils are and how much of a nutrition powerhouse they are. It's outrageous. Get you some lentil soup and stop playing with me. Um, there's I think it's how many percentage? Okay, I'll give you numbers. You can realistically, with your convenience and all that, right? Eat a really delicious, really well-rounded vegan diet for 50 to like, I don't know, if you're gonna be fancy and get like pretend egg and stuff, like $80 a week. I'll do a breakdown for $50 a week because I think that's reasonable. That's like a lot of people can do like $25 to $50 a week on groceries. Yeah. But the average percentage of it's at least 15 to 20% cheaper to be primarily plant-based. Okay. So even if you just swapped out of your grocery budget, if you just swapped 2 of your regular animal-based proteins for plant-based proteins, you would save significantly. Okay. When I say that, people get freaked out and give me these questions too. But I'm going to show a graphic that I do show from time to time when people ask me meth, right? The thing about vegan food, right, is that calorie for calorie, you can get the same amount or more protein in places. You will be eating more of it. That's the thing. And there is more fiber that comes with it. So you'll be more full. So I would suggest if you are starting out, replace with a vegan protein shake or like a mock meat or something like that, because eating all that fiber when you've never done it before can be, a stomach upsetting type of situation. But it's possible. Like I, as a vegan now, eat like 3 times the amount of fiber as the average American. Americans are fiber deficient. I didn't know that was a thing, but it definitely is. Everyone's taking so many more supplements these days, right? And I guarantee you, half the supplements you're taking because you're not getting your blood work done. Even my loopies, even my chronic illness babes, you need the breakdown of what's going on in your blood, right? Tell your doctors, please, can I have a nutrition breakdown? I want to see my levels of vitamins and minerals, what's happening. Find that out, and I guarantee you're deficient in fiber way before you're deficient in many other minerals, vitamins, that kind of thing. I grew up in a professional athlete's home, so we, very much monitored. He had nutritionists, he had, dietitians, he had all those things, because the body is a machine. It's only going to be able to use what you give it. And if you are not giving it what it needs, it's not going to perform the way it could. So let's say that you have a flare up around the same time of year every year, and you built it up in your head like, oh, it always happens. Have you ever noticed what you're eating in that part of the year? Do you realize that, oh, I only eat fruits and vegetables in the warmer times, and in the winter times I'm eating, richer foods and heavier meat foods and my comfort foods that are full of non-nutrients or lesser nutrients? It could be that. And also, I'm gonna say it. I don't have this on my notes, but I'm going to say it. How do y'all poop? How do you poop? Because if you're not eating any vegetables, you're not drinking enough water, you are not at all, you're not really moving. If you're sick, how, where, how? Okay, is that rude? I'm sorry, y'all. I just need to say it. And I know somebody else was thinking it. I know they're thinking it, and now we've said it. Okay. Uh-oh. Instagram, can you not hear me? I don't know why. Um, Somebody else go on Instagram and let me know if you can hear me, because I have people on here, but they're not commenting. Say something so I can know you can hear me. Thank you. But anywho, toaster strudel. Okay, so I just hit the two with one, right? The expense of it, and I won't get enough protein. So protein is in literally. Oh, that's so good, Bren. Truth is sugar season, not flu season. Okay. When we're not eating at our best potential, setting yourself up for renal failure. Hello, come on now. Setting yourself up for all kinds of organ failure. Your body is a well-oiled machine when you oil it well. Okay. It's very interesting that we treat our bodies really, really poorly and then are confused when there's side effects. I know just because you can't feel stuff, it doesn't mean it's not happening. Like the amount of people I know who've had complete and utter kidney failure and had no idea that it was happening in their bodies. Like there are all kinds of tells that you just get used to ignoring. And I am definitely one who did that for so long. And even now, like I'm a stubborn person, even to my health. Like I know, like, don't do this, Tenille, you're gonna feel like this. And sometimes I'm like, let me just push it a little bit. There's going to be a time when your body's like, no, thank you. You cannot push it anymore. Let that go. Thank you so much. Amazing. So, next thing, you don't know what to eat. That was another one. That was a big one. That was a huge one. I had a friend, or she's actually going to be a podcast guest soon. She did a Daniel fast with her church. Thanks for the likes, guys. A Daniel fast with her church, and she Googled, or like she chat GPT'd what to eat for the week by week. And I was like, that's so smart, because I'm an adult woman and I've been feeding myself for quite a few years. But then when I got to the part where I had to feed my grandmother, she got dementia. She's worse than a toddler. She's like, she'll eat this one day, the next day she hates it. She'll ask for this one day, the next day she's like, I never asked for that. I hate that. So like, it's crazy. I literally was like, Mom, thank you so much for keeping me alive and feeding me every day. I know it was a pain in the butt, like, because feeding yourself as an adult, whatever your diet, is annoying. Like, what do I eat? I'm tired of that. I had that last week. Like, and you want to keep it like nutritionally sound. So I made a PDF. I know I don't make PDFs that often. I made a PDF that is the Happily Healed Perfect Plate. Okay, so it's just like a roulette, a base for you to be able to figure out your plate. Like if you don't know what to eat at all, you have your base of things and you just mix and match the things, and it's a little easier. It's a little game. And if you like the combination, you keep that combination, right? It's completely free. I just wanted to help because I'm talking about this a lot, and I want to be useful. I don't want to just be happened. So DM me, send me a holler, and I'll send you the link so that you can download the PDF. Please and thank you. But yeah, so you not knowing what to eat, that's just normal. It doesn't matter what your diet is. It's not easy to figure out what you're gonna eat every day. We got to feed ourselves all the days. I want a break. So if you want to take a break, you just look at my guide and it's gonna break it down. So but if you've never really put together a nutritional plate, people put their plates, they think of them as like the meat and then put some other stuff around it, right? The amount of people who don't eat a vegetable once a day, much less at every meal, like, yes, even at breakfast, you can have vegetables in the morning. Wow. Yes, it's totally like even a smoothie. Why? Like, have a small smoothie on the side of whatever you're eating, and it's, you're getting your vegetables in. If you've ever read the book, my friend Adam wrote a book. Y'all should read that book, especially my Loopies. My what is it? How Not to Die. That gives you the daily dozen of ways to like add things to your diet instead of subtracting it. Okay, but let's build a plate here. Let's build a plate. Okay, ready? So we're gonna want a grain or a carbohydrate. Okay, so you can do a potato. Potatoes are, oh yay. Okay, send me a DM, Anthony, and I'll send you the link for the PDF. Yes. Potatoes, powerhouse food, right? They're very villainized. Every type of potato, every color of potato, the most satiating food. Okay, it is high volume. It's going to take up space in your stomach. It's going to keep you full for longer, especially if you eat the skins. I grew up in a British and Jamaican household. We call them jacket potatoes, and you eat the entire jacket. You eat the entire thing. Quinoa, pasta. Yes, pasta. All kinds of pasta. If you want to get a bean-based, a protein pasta, that would be good. It's got a little bit more protein, but pasta has protein in it, y'all. People, you've never looked at the nutrition fact. Don't lie to me. You just heard like it's a carb. No, it has protein in it. Just like, oh yes, purple yam. I love purple potato. Quinoa also has some protein in it. Wash your quinoa. Wash your quinoa. It makes me mad when people are like, I don't like quinoa. But then I see them prepare. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't like it either. It's gonna be bitter and disgusting. Don't eat it like that. Even make it puffed quinoa. That's so good. Wash and cook it down with chicken broth or vegan chicken broth. Okay. I like what's it called? Edward and Son cube. Those are really good for vegan chicken broth. Either way, I'm giving too many cooking tips, but a grain, okay? We're gonna do part of your plate, a grain. Then a protein. So many things are proteins that are not living animals. Okay. Beans. We know beans, right? There's so many ways to make beans. If you ever had a taco night, if you ever had Chipotle, you have double protein already because you have a bean and then you have whatever animal protein. So beans and lentils. Okay, so lentils and beans are different. They still count. Like right? They're different, but same. Beans, lentils, tofu. Tofu is still a bean. It's a soybean, right? Even like if you don't want it to be tofu, you've never had tofu. Couscous is a carb, but it does also have protein. Not as much protein as a quinoa or something, but it still does have protein. Yes. Good question. Yes, if you've never had tofu and tofu scares you, they have them pre-prepared, like flavored and stuff like that. And all you do is cook them, warm them up. So you can do that. If you don't know how to cook normally, like you're gonna need to experiment and learn how to cook as a vegan, please. Because don't come into the vegan world and you never cooked and you sucked at it and you're coming on and you're like, I don't understand. Tofu tastes like nothing. Yeah, it tastes like nothing until you put seasoning on it. So season your food. Thank you. Thank you, my Asian friend. We love tofu. Blessings to you. My father is currently experiencing short-term memory loss. He will be 80 years young in December. Wow. We have to pray for Janae's father. That is a blessing. Okay. Advice that I would give to anyone with short-term memory loss or any memory loss, I would increase his omega-3. There's like flax, there's like chia, there's like any of those, give him coconut oil in his like food throughout the day, or cook his food in coconut oil. I could talk about that forever. My grandma, has Alzheimer's dementia. I won't give all of the advice of that, but I would do that if I were in the same situation. Okay. So then we have a protein, we have a grain, right? A carb, grain, something like that. So that's your plate. That's half your plate. So the next half your plate. Vegetables, preferably non-starchy vegetables. So non-starchy is like, greens, cabbage, kale, not like a squash. Like a squash is a vegetable, yes. A squash is a starchy vegetable that would be more carb leaning, right? So non-starchy vegetables, specifically for me, for mine, the most powerhouse of the vegetables, cruciferous vegetables, the healthiest, okay? The most nutritionally dense vegetables. All of them are great. Eat them all. Even all the white ones have their own powerhouses in them. Every color, right? They say like the darker the color, the better the nutrition. Yes, true. Also, the white vegetables do have great nutrition to them as well. So it doesn't matter if it's frozen either. If you get a frozen vegetable, a frozen like fruit, they are frozen at the peak of ripeness. So they are just as good. They are wonderful. Please do not eat fruits and veg because you can't afford it fresh. In the summertime, there's a lot of places you can go get fruit and veg that are kind of like extra. Look up discount grocery stores, that kind of thing. Or like farmers in your area that they give away things that are not at like selling condition. And don't worry about it. If it's not as beautiful, you cut off the pieces that are not as beautiful. And okay, have a great day, Janae. We will be ending this soon. I'm just giving a plate breakdown. So vegetables, frozen, fresh, whatever it is, non-starchy vegetables. Then this is the most part. The piece, what is it? Piece de la resistance. Yes. It is a sauce flavoring. Please don't come to me with, oh my God, I make vegan food and it's like dry tofu and plain rice and broccoli that you steam for 3 seconds. I don't want that. I want food that tastes delicious. Thank you. I don't know if you watch my Instagram or any of my socials. I always post my food. My food is delicious. And I refuse to eat bland food because I'm vegan. I'm not doing that. Okay. There are people who do that for like health benefits of like, don't do too much. If it's too spicy, if it's too many seasonings, it's not good for my whatever. No, I won't be doing that. You find you some food that is delicious so that you want to continue eating it. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Awesome. So, that's the plate breakdown. A carbohydrate source, a protein source, a veggie or fruit. You want to get in your daily servings of each, right? And then the most important is a sauce or flavoring or seasoning. It changes the game, okay? There's so many times that people are like, I'm trying to eat healthy, but everything tastes like. If you know how to cook regular anything, you know how to cook healthy food. So, is that it? Is that all? I think so. This is a long podcast, huh? Especially for me, just myself. Okay. I'm gonna list some staples, okay? And then we're gonna be done. Staples to have in your house. I feel like most non-vegans have this in their house, but I do not let my house be lacking any of these things ever. Okay. These are my like shelf stable and others. Okay. Rice, always have rice. I'm in a Jamaican and British household, always rice. Beans, I got the cans, I got the dried, I got them all. Okay. I literally have a backlog of beans forever, and lentils, beans and lentils. Lentils, there's so many different kinds of lentils. And the coolest thing about lentils is you can do things that are so simple with them and hide them in anyone's food, right? Like little kids, especially I nannied for a long time. Little kids, sometimes they don't want to eat the protein of the meal, or they don't, they're lacking nutrition. You take some lentils, some red lentils specifically, because they will blend out to nothing. Red lentils in tomato sauce, even tofu in tomato sauce. Blend it up. They have no idea that they're eating a high protein pasta sauce. Hello? So easy. Just add some seasoning. They can't see it. They cannot taste it. It's amazing. Okay? So beans and lentils, obligated to have them or you'll be kicked out of the vegan society. Frozen veggies on hand all the time, because if my refrigerator is empty, my freezer has something, okay? And frozen fruit all the time. Potatoes all of the time. Potatoes, onions, peppers sometimes. All the time, okay? Oats. You can make so much out of oats. You can even bake with oats. I do like a breakfast bar. I do grind it down, make it into oat flour. If I want like cake for breakfast, I'll make like a baked oat thing. Like it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Bananas, cheapest fruit. Cheapest fruit. Always in my house, I will have apples and bananas. Always, okay? There's never a time that you can't afford the, like, sometimes grocery stores are giving them away. Like, they have a little pile of like little kid bananas or fruit in my a couple of my grocery stores. If you ask them, they would give them to you because they have no way to sell them anyways. And then you take them home and you freeze them and you can put them in anything. Frozen bananas are rock stars, okay? And bananas and apples last forever. I love to pick them fresh when it's apple season. I love apples. I've always loved apples, but they last forever. Put them in your refrigerator and you can put them in everything. And plant milk. There's so many kinds of plant milk at this point. There's a lot of people who are like, oh, I don't even drink milk. Even though they eat a lot of dairy, they don't drink actual cows and milk because it's weird. And I understand that. So that is my plate and my staples. Okay. So if you start today, if you started today, run this back and make sure in your cabinet to start, if you have nothing else, you have rice, beans, lentils, oats, frozen vegetable, frozen fruit, potatoes, bananas, apples, and plant milk. And you can last the week. You can, you know, and if you get this PDF, inbox me, message me, do whatever. And if you get this PDF, I will help you break down each meal so it is not confusing. It is not expensive. Hi, guys. Great morning from Strong Island. Thank you guys for joining. Yes, I got y'all. PDF. I got you. I will have that to you today. Awesome. Okay, you can hear me and listen to me. Awesome. Amazing. Yes, we need to listen to our bodies. We want a cooking how-to episode. Oh, man. Okay. All right. I could do that maybe. Would that be a good podcast episode? I could maybe do that. That makes me so uncomfortable. That probably means I should do it. Yes, I will do a cooking how-to. I'll do a poll on what recipes y'all want to see. But yeah, guys, that's it. Like, it is so much easier. Next week, we have an incredible guest, a YouTuber I've been following for years, okay? And she has cookbooks. She's been on Good Morning America. She's been everywhere doing everything. And I'm very excited. Great idea. They're having lentil sauce this week. Yes, Britt. Yes, put Bob babies on to some high protein pasta sauce. Yes, and they won't see it. They won't notice it at all. You blend it up good enough. Make sure there's enough liquid. Put some broth in there. You want to like loosen it up. Make sure it's just well seasoned and just put some extra Italian seasoning if you can't think of anything else. Garlic, Italian seasoning, onion, powdered if you need to, and blend it up. And they won't even notice. Even like carrots, like all of that. But to make it more high protein, definitely blend in even a white bean or a tofu or a lentil. Lentil, it was my go-to because it's like the quickest to eat and to warm through, to cook. And the red ones already turn to complete disintegration if you let them. So yes, try it. Let me know how they do. Please let me know. I would love to know. Yeah, but that's it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I think I said everything I wanted to say. I mostly followed my notes today. Somebody be proud of me. No huge tangents. Yeah. But DM me, even if you don't want to say anything, just DM me the word vegan, okay? And I will send you this PDF. I can't believe I made this PDF. It's terrifying. This is not my my normal stream of consciousness. We're not talking about sickness. We're talking about health. Weird. I'm a chronic health coach. I love that. But y'all have a gorgeous day. I love you so much. Please stay happily healed. Bye.